Hi, my name is Christina Cropper and I am a sophomore and a member of the track and field team here at Merlin Eastern Shore. Today we're going to talk about communication. More specifically, communication within a sports team. Being a part of a sports team is a wonderful thing. Sports teams can give you a second family away from your own, a sense of belonging, how to operate in the real world, giving you long life skills to use later on in life, whether that's in the professional world in which you work, at home, or even in your social life. A sports team is individuals within a group who play sports to work together to achieve a common goal. Research has said it to be that communication is an everlasting thing within teams. It helps sports teams to function, having positive effects on the team. People within a team or even coaches can find this information useful. Today I'm going to explain what communication is and the multiple effects it has on a sports team and the importance of it. To help us understand all of this, we will first talk about what exactly communication is and how to define it. We will then touch on the various positive effects communication has on a team. And then we will end by discussing how important communication is to a sports team, keeping it to function, and what a team is like without it. Our first thing is communication. So, to help us understand communication, we will first review the communication and the different types. According to the article, What is Communication? On Skills You Need, communication is an action of sharing and transferring information from one source to another. There are 4 types of communication. Verbal communication, which is face-to-face, telephone, radio, or television. Nonverbal communication is body language, how we dress or act. Written communication can be letters, emails, books, magazines, or the internet. And lastly, there is visual communication, which includes graphs, charts, and maps. The most common way a team communicates is nonverbal written communication and mainly verbal communication. Now that we have talked about the communications, let's move on to the effects communication has on a team. Everyone involved within a team needs to be on the same page. Effective communication is a must. This trait brings success within the coaches, team captains, and players. Communication keeps everyone informed on what's going on, and everything can be organized and functioning. For example, competition time. When the players communicate with each other during competition time. What time is practice? When and where the team meetings are, team game schedules, or any information that needs to be passed along from coaches to players or from players to coaches. We now understand the effects of communication that it has on a sports team. We will now examine the concept of communication being an importance to a sports team and what it is like without it. It is stated that the key to success on a sports team is communication. Communication is an easy, inexpensive skill. A recent study shows that the lack of communication is the reason for reduction in performance. 41% of people believe that communication improves performances. Effective communication will result in a better environment and a positive outcome while performing. Non-communication contributes to most burnt out athletes. It is actually found to be the leading cause of burnt out athletes. Poor communication can lead to stress within a team and no self-control. Today, we've explored what communication is, how communication affects a sports team, and the importance of communication for a sports team, and what a team would be like without the skill communication. We've examined what communication is and the role it plays on a sports team. Communication is crucial to a sports team, being a positive, effective skill and an importance to a team. A team is nothing without this skill we call communication. How are you and your team's communication skills? team communication in particular is important to master. For a team to function effectively, there must be open channels of communication.